Hey everyone, this is Julia trying to make soap. Not great soap, but soap. It works. It washes hands. It washes your face. If you use it, it'll wash your face. It smells okay. Doesn't smell fantastic, but still, like I said, it's me trying. I would probably suggest adjusting your amount of how much you use when you make it. Probably measure it out a little better than I did. But anyway, take a look, see what you think, and let me know in the comments below what you think about it. Alright, so what we have here is about a pound of goat's milk soap base. It's a melt and pour soap base. I'm taking half of this 1 pound bar, cutting it up into manageable pieces so that I can melt it. Now, a lot of people that I've read, their recipes for this, they talk about how to melt it, and some use double boilers, some don't. I'm actually putting together a makeshift double boiler using this Pyrex measuring cup. It's glass, and my favorite induction pot. So I'm just setting this Pyrex container inside of this induction pot. I'm going to put some water around the Pyrex container, just high enough to just about where the level of the soap base would be once it melts. I turn my heater, my stove, whatever, all the way up to get the water boiling, get this stuff melted. Once it's totally melted to an even consistency, you can turn off the water, turn off the stove, take all the stuff away. We are going to work on our colorant now. So, I have here a 1/4 cup measuring cup and some sweet almond oil. It's about 1/8 of a cup in there. And I have this really pretty green iridescent mica. I'm going to put about 1/4 teaspoon in there and stir it up really well. You want to use a liquid oil, meaning an oil that's a liquid in room temperature, to make your colorant if you're using a powder like mica. So stir these things together really well, make sure it's evenly blended, and this is going to mix into some of our melted soap base. We're going to put in half of the mixture, or half of the melted soap base that we melted, and add in that mica and almond oil mixture. Stir it really well until fully combined, but you're going to have to work quickly because this stuff solidifies quick. I also added some scent to this, so there's about 5 drops of myrrh essential oil, 5 drops of lavender essential oil, and 7 drops of rosemary essential oil. So it has a really nice smell. Well, I like it. Most people don't. Alright, I opted to use an ice tray as my molds for all of these little soaps. I'm putting in that first soap base that we had, that we didn't add the mica or the colorant, into this tray. This tray was in the freezer, so it's pretty cold, and it's going to make this first batch that I'm putting in here solidify quickly because it's going to cool faster. Now, you'll notice I have a turkey baster here, or giant syringe, pulling up some of that mica mixture that we have, the colored mixture, and adding that on top of the soap base that we put in that's already cooled. Like I said, work quickly. You could see some of those were already cooling as I was putting it in there. So if you want to have really interesting shapes with your soap base, let it start cooling before you put it in, and it will kind of give you some ridges and stuff, which is really neat. So I'm actually right now trying to warm up that base so I can get it to go in the syringe again. But like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you may want to adjust your quantities of your materials so that you can come out with the amount of soap that you actually want. I wanted these tiny soaps because I have this really neat soap bag thing that's supposed to help your soap last longer. You can use remnant soaps in there too. So, alright, I popped all this in the freezer for a couple hours, and I'm taking them out of the mold, and this is what they look like. They have a little white rounded top and then this kind of green iridescent bottom. Some of them were too solid, so they fell apart, but anyway. Alright, so this is how it works. It actually makes a really nice lather. So if you liked this video, if you have any questions, comments, ideas, I would love some feedback. Just give me some comments below, and I'll see you next time on Julia Trying.